I can set probably 20 traps an hour on average. About 10 years ago, I did catch 100 in one day.
Wow.
But last year my record was 62. It just depends. If I had 100 acres like this to go into, it's never been trapped before, I could probably hit that 100 again.
Yeah.
It creates problems because they move, and somebody's got a brand new hayfield, you know, they seed it down, and then, like I say, this is one of the worst fields I've been in this year so far. But I've seen worse where you can step from one mound to the other.
So do they multiply pretty fast?
I looked up on the internet a couple years ago, and according to what I read, they have 4 to 6 per litter, which I had figured that much. But they can have up to 3 litters a year.
They're almost like they're a rodent, aren't they?
Yeah, they're rodents. Essentially. Not as bad as rats, but so that one pair could have up to 18 young a year.
Wow.
What I found on the internet about.
So their gestation cycle must be about every 3 months?
30 days.
30 days? Wow.
That's all. And I don't know in this part of the country if they actually get 3 litters or not. I know they get 2 for sure.
What do you enjoy most about what you do?
Being outdoors. Yeah. Yesterday I was checking this one field up by a pond, and there was a Canadian goose out on the pond. And I thought, God, that's strange, just one, you know. So I looked around, by God, there's another one nesting. And they had 6 eggs on a farm pond, you know. Which is, and I see bald eagles every other day. And
we were talking in the office yesterday about cougars. You ever see any around here?
I have never seen one, but I saw a track last summer out in Pile Mound that had to have been a wolf or a cougar or something, because it was about that big a track in a gopher mound. Every day I trap, unless it's raining. And then I do a lot of yard work at home and gardening, and so I'm.
And then in the winter you trap, or you
just do. Last year I only got 11 coons, so it's not a big deal.
So you're coon hunting a little bit. And,
yeah.
Have you had one that right as soon as you set it, within minutes, you trap was?
I'd say in 2 minutes is the fastest. One time I was at, this was last summer, I had a runway that was right near the top, so I had to use 2 traps. I only had 1 trap with me, so I had to walk maybe 50 yards to get another trap. By the time I got back, I had to go over. So it was. So
basically, you're trying to put a trap in their tunnel space. Yeah. Their runway, or whatever you want to call it.
They naturally come and plug them.
There we go. Well, here's a hole. Yeah. Right here.
There's one. I'll set one here too. This one's open yet.
Oh yeah. So you had one go off in 2 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Does it make a sound or something? The metal, like the clanging of it or something? Or how did you know it went off right away?
Okay, I'll show you another little secret. I don't want to give away all my secrets.
You ever...
When I set the trap, my rod, I put right in the V there. Shit, there it went off by itself. I set them hair trigger, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll go off before I want them to. Anyway.
Has that ever gone off in your hand?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
No, I've never got my finger in it. I'll set my anchor stake right in that V, so when the gopher hits it, they pull the trap ahead, or it'll tip. I can drive by with my 4-wheeler and I can see if that trap's been set off.
Oh. Do you ever get hurt doing this at all? Setting traps? No.
No. I do know of 2 people when they were kids that got bit by a gopher. Huh. But I never have.
Now, how big's the biggest gopher you've caught?
I measured one last year. What the heck was that? The body was 10 inches And then the tail was 3 inches more, so 13 inches
Jeez.
from head to end of tail. That's the biggest I've ever. Something like this, it takes probably 3 years to get the gophers thinned down.
Okay.
You don't do it in 1 year. I mean, it just, there's always some smart ones too that I can't catch.
Yeah. And they make big mounds.
Oh, I've seen mounds this high, 3 foot diameter bigger
From one gopher?
for one gopher.